Hey, what's going on, my friends? Misha Wilson here, coming at you on another bright and beautiful day from the sunny island of Maui, Hawaii. And hey, in today's video, I want to go ahead and talk about a topic that some of you might not really like me discussing, and it might even offend a few of you and might kind of turn a few of you off. And I mean, that's okay. I think it'll really resonate with a lot of you, and it'll really be exactly what a lot of you need to hear. And it's the topic of getting over making excuses for not taking certain action steps that you should be taking in your business, right? So today's Tuesday. You'll probably get this video on Wednesday or Thursday. I have a couple emails already queued up. Always write your emails the day in advance to send the next day, right? Little lesson. But anyway, it's Tuesday. I have my Inner Circle call today with the Super Affiliate Network, and it's at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I have a couple of different members messaging me saying that one of them simply doesn't want to stay up till 9 p.m. She doesn't feel like it's an appropriate time for the Inner Circle webinar to be, and she doesn't feel like it's appropriate for me to go ahead and host the webinar at that time. She more or less chewed me out for hosting the webinar at 9 p.m., right? Another one, it's the next day, and they said they're busy with family stuff, and that's more understandable, right? But there's two members that are literally staying up till 2 in the morning in order to go ahead and hop on the Inner Circle call, right? Now, in my opinion, just not wanting to hop on at 9 o'clock Eastern time, which is the tried and true tested time that's best for everybody, that's completely and totally ridiculous. And that attitude that, not doing what it takes in order to go ahead and be on a call that you need to be on in order to move you forward on your journey to success, that's what's going to hold you back. That's what's going to keep you from breaking through. That's what's going to completely and totally stall your progress. And if you can't get on a call, if you can't spend an hour to go ahead and learn what's working in other people's businesses for free as a member of a community, you're not going to be going out there and spending money on advertising and placing ads and driving traffic and building your list and emailing your list, etc. That's like the baseline. Getting on a webinar call, you should do whatever it takes to get on these calls, right? The most successful people, the people who are driving sales, they do whatever it takes to get on these calls, and that's why they go ahead and drive sales, right? So the mindset of not doing whatever it takes, even if it's the very bare minimum, is just completely and totally ridiculous to me. And if you remember any of my story, I personally went $9,755 in debt before I ever broke through online. I actually took out a $4,000 loan, burned through all of it, spending money on traffic, having no clue what I was doing in the process of going ahead and spending money on traffic, right? And then after that, burned through $4,000, went out, hustled up another $5,000 worth of investment capital to go ahead and grow my business, right? Immediately, more or less, did the same thing. I thought I had figured out what I was doing wrong with my traffic campaigns, did the same thing, blew through another $5,000, totaling $9,000, and then I blew through about another $1,000 of my own money, just buying product, buying information product, buying different membership sites, etc., jumping from one deal to the other. And that was without literally making one sale. But even in that process, I was literally on every single webinar call I could possibly get on. I was going through every single information product I could possibly get my hands on. I was investing in myself. I was investing in my business. I was investing my money. I was investing my time. I was investing in going ahead and building my own intellectual capital. And that struggle, that going $9,755 in debt, is a perfect example of something that I was willing to do that led to me being successful at this point, right? So some people might say that's ridiculous. You went $4,000 in debt, you got another $5,000 loan, you kept going further into debt with other people's money. Is it ridiculous? It might very well be. Maybe I shouldn't have risked other people's money like I did. But having said that, I now have a multiple six-figure business that has the foundation laid to be a seven-figure business in a matter of, a year's time. I mean, actually looking at numbers, I would have to track back and talk to John Pierre for the exact numbers projection-wise, but we're growing extremely quickly, multiple six figures, and it's all because I was willing to do whatever it took in order to go ahead and break through online. And that's really my view when it comes to excuses. When someone has, $3,000 in the bank, they need to invest in a $2,000 course, they need to get to an event, they need to go ahead and buy, a webinar to go ahead and learn a tactic or a strategy, but they don't do it based on a fear of possibly losing out, a fear of possibly it not being worth it, a fear of it possibly not working. that mindset will keep you stuck. That mindset will keep you from moving forward. That mindset will keep you overwhelmed. That mindset will keep you out of progress mode, all right? It's a weird thing, but almost 95% of everybody in this industry, they got extremely far in debt before they ever broke through, and the only reason they did is because they were willing to do whatever it took. They were willing to invest in themselves. They were willing to invest in their businesses. They were willing to fail. They were willing to go out and take action and fail. They were willing to actually do something in their business, and they didn't sit on the sidelines. And there's always that little period of time when you're doing stuff, but you don't know what you're doing. Then you finally figure out what you're doing, but you're taking action, and you immediately start to catch up. Your progress starts to come, and you have your big breakthrough. So guys, that's my view on excuses. I needed to shoot this video because I was a little bit agitated by the fact that someone just, said it was inappropriate for the webinar to be at 9 o'clock, where I've surveyed all my members, and that's the time that works best because most people are in Eastern time and people get off work and they want to have dinner with their family, and then they go ahead and hop on the webinar, right? And it's that mindset of, I don't think it should be like that, so I'm not going to do what it takes in order to be on this call that could change my life. That mindset will disserve you immensely. It'll keep you stuck. You'll never break through. And it's just a shame that this individual is going ahead and dealing with that. So guys, I hope you got value out of this call. I don't know if it hit a hot button with you. I don't know if it really served you. Let me know with a quick comment below this video on this blog post. And hey, as always, if you're struggling to generate traffic and leads for your business, go ahead and claim a copy of my free report, The 5 Pillars of Profitable Business Building Traffic, where I share with you exactly how I generate 75 to 100 leads every single day for my business. And not only how I generate those leads, but how I'm now profitable in doing so. So I'm not teaching you what I did to go $10,000 in debt, in case you're wondering. But having said that, hope you guys got a ton of value, and I'll speak with you very soon.